Do you know what does Claude.md file used for? If you are a user of Claude Code, this is a video that you must watch to fully understand and optimize the potential of Claude Code. Firstly, Claude Code is an agentic coding tool built by Anthropic that reads your codebase, edits files, runs commands, and integrates with your development tools. And this tool comes with a configuration directory, and inside the directory, there's a file called Claude.md. In this video, you will learn what Claude.md actually is, how it works, and best practices to use Claude.md for instruction management across repositories and users. Let's start with what Claude.md actually is. What if I told you there is a single file that can make Claude write code in your style, follow your project rules, remember your architecture, and stop making the same mistakes repeatedly? That file is called Claude.md. Claude.md is a Markdown configuration file that provides persistent instruction, context, conventions, and project knowledge to Claude-based coding workflows. Think of it as a project handbook for AI agent. Instead of repeating instructions like use river pod, follow clean architecture, or write unit tests, you put those rules into Claude.md once, and Claude can reference them throughout the project development. In simple terms, Claude.md is just a README text file, but for AI agent. The key idea is, instead of repeating instruction in every prompt, you encode them once in Claude.md. Sharing something out of topic, the reason AI agent favor Markdown format instead of a text file is because Markdown format is explicit and predictable formatting, which prevents AI models from wasting tokens on unnecessary styling while ensuring they output clean and structural data. Coming back to how Claude.md works in your prompting process. AI models have context limits, or we call it context window. They also don't automatically understand your project's coding standards. Without persistent instruction, every new conversation starts partially from scratch. The only special about Claude.md is that it's the first thing Claude model sees after the system prompt. This becomes crucial in your prompting process because it sets up instructions and directions before model starts inferencing. Let's take a Flutter project as an example. Imagine you are building a new authentication feature. You know that the whole project uses clean architecture and riverpod as state management. You know how folders should be structured for all features. You have certain coding patterns that the team agreed to follow. Hence, now you can add this common pattern in Claude.md as following. With this information added, you just need to prompt create authentication feature to Claude, and you will notice the output is structured correctly with just this tiny prompt. Next, you are looking to build a new sign up feature, and you just need create sign up feature prompt, and you will get the feature built with same architecture and coding pattern. This is the power of Claude.md. As of now, you already have an idea on what is Claude.md and the logic behind it. If you are already excited to try out, here are the 5 best practices for instruction management across repository and users for Claude.md according to the Claude community. Firstly, keep it concise. Claude.md should not have more than 200 lines. For example, if you want it to use block pattern, just say use block. You don't need to explain the theory behind. Secondly, prioritize rules. Put the most important instruction at the top. Thirdly, include examples. For example, your team has a special consensus on variable naming. Given an example like user repository and user repository im for the implementation. Fourthly, add forbidden patterns. For example, Block separate business logic with UI, so you can provide a rules that no business logic inside widget. Lastly, version it with Git. Commit Claude.md so the whole team shares the same AI instructions. So now you know the best practices, but there are also some commonly mistakes that you should be aware of. Mistake 1. Writing vague rules. For example, instead of write good code, the better option is use solid principles and dependency injection. Mistake 2. Contradictory instructions. For example, at the top of Claude.md, you mention to use block, but somewhere in the middle, you mention to use getX. Mistake 3. Never updating the file. This would cause your code change always make the same mistakes. Lastly, let's summarize the topic today. Firstly, Claude.md is nothing but just a plain text in a Markdown format. The only special about it is it's the first thing Claude model reads before inferencing, which tends to decide the direction. Now, is Claude.md only used to add architecture, folder structure, and best practices? Of course not. It can be used for more. Show us some of your creative way or something that you feel useful on using Claude.md in the comment section below. That's all for today's topic about Claude.md. If this is helpful to you, do like the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.